talk about this documentary about his father. And so I created the event poster. Well, would you believe? You know, and you're talking, this is like a early 2000s where I guess, you know, people were still like,
You need to cut head and put another
Oh,
head.
yeah. Well, okay, well, I did that actually twice. I also did that for our CIO, actually. You know, so it was his birthday. This is the chief information officer of the company, okay? And his executive secretary at the time thought it would be a great idea to walk into one of his executive meetings and present him with a photo, okay, of Ricky Martin on his body, or Ricky Martin's head on his body. I put Ricky Martin's head on our CIO's body. And she presented this picture in one of his meetings, and they were all laughing. Can you imagine vice presidents rolling on the floor in laughter? That's just amazing to me. Anything?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, any particular subject? Or
Any.
any? All right. Well,
If you want to talk about love, for example, or I don't know, flowers.
In 4th century BC, Okas of Persia ascends the throne of Achaemenid Empire. King Artaxerxes III starts the invasion into Phoenicia and Egypt. Jewish city Bethulia blocks the way. Through the hill country of Samaria, the army blockades the city and erects a camp. General Holofernes orders to cut off city's water supply. The rulers of the city are ready to surrender after the 5th day. One beautiful widow decides to act independently. Judith gives her maid a bottle of wine and a vessel of oil and parched corn and dry figs and bread and cheese. Nice babe goes out to the camp of the enemy. At night, Judith promises to show Holofernes how he can take the city without the loss of one man of his army. Holofernes listens, applauds, and is at once captured by her personal charms. On the 4th night, after her arrival in camp, General arranges a banquet. However, Holofernes falls to sleep after getting drunk. Judith cuts off his head with his own scimitar. Men of Bethulia attack and kill soldiers. Judith comes back to the city. During her lifetime, no one tries to attack Bethulia. Even so, a few years later, Artaxerxes defeats Egypt. The story of Judith is not included in the New American Standard Bible, NASB.
I do design a bunch of posters, a lot of the posters that we use for diversity. That's pretty interesting. That's cool. Because it's like, oh, I have to troll Shutterstock and iStock photo and everything and kind of put together all this material. And they pretty much give me a la carte, or is it, no, carte blanche is the word,
For what?
Oh, to basically create it. I mean, I get the theme, I get the text, now go. That's what they do. So I'm like, okay, give it to me. So, and I've been doing that for years. So I started, doing little things, promotional stuff, like little flyers. I used to use Word, Microsoft Word, to put images together and things like that. And I learned how to use Photoshop and, move lipstick around and eyeballs and faces. That was cool. Being able to retouch photos, okay. One example was I got a specific task for a going away party, okay? And the task was, the guy that was retiring, they took some kind of Playboy cover and they wanted me to chop off the head of the girl that was on the Playboy cover and replace it with this guy's head. And they were gonna present this at his party. So, of course, like at the time he was already in his late 60s or mid 60s, and so a 60-year-old guy's head on a 20-year-old body, just how do you make it work, in design? And so I had to make it work, and everybody was rolling on the floor. That was just hysterical. I was like, I couldn't believe it. And to me, that was like, I was able to make people happy, and it was so fun to do, and I still do it today. So. Doing that for years.